Together, we'll look at practical strategies that really work, backed by both research and real life experiences. So let's dive in and discover how we can help children thrive not just in school but also in life.
Parenting is a wonderful journey, but sometimes it can feel confusing and hard.
Start looking at the bad behaviors early because it's for them a way to get out of things to deal with their emotions and behaviors. So when we can respond to these with empathy and structure and provide them with the right help at early stage, it leads to a lot of lifelong behavioral modifications which helps the child's journey.
So a tantrum almost always begins with anger. The anger tapers off throughout the course of the tantrum. If it's a very serious tantrum, the anger can display by throwing things, hitting people, biting, kicking. If it's a minor tantrum, it might be just screaming, but there's a display of anger, and that anger peaks at the very beginning of the tantrum and then tapers off as the tantrum goes on. At the same time that that anger starts, there's an undercurrent of sadness, distress, just whining, dropping to the floor, sad behaviors. That remains consistent throughout the tantrum. If you leave a child alone, if a child tantrums and you turn your back and walk away, within about 5-10 minutes on average, this child will go through the process of a tantrum and come to resolution, which will end with sniffling and sadness. A normal tantrum is about 5 minutes. The first type is a demand for attention. That's hold me, look at me, watch me play a game. The second type is a demand for tangibles. Give me that candy bar. I want to put this thing in my mouth. I want to play this game right now. The third category is an escape from demand. That's different. That is, I don't want to change into my pajamas. I don't want to take out the trash. I don't want to do what my mother or father just told me to do. The appropriate response is different based on the type of tantrum. If a child is demanding a tangible or demanding attention, they want something and that's why they're tantruming, then the best solution is not to give them what they want. They need to learn that this is not an effective negotiating tool. If they want something, they're going to have to find a way besides tantruming to get it.
Let's look at a few strategies in detail. When we talk about discipline, we need to reframe it because discipline is not just about punishment. For my child to get disciplined, I need to give him certain kind of punishment. It's about teaching. It's how we are guiding the child to understand the right from the wrong and how they are navigating their own choices.
Let's look at the example of healthy discipline strategy.
Frustrated. When you're frustrated, you can take a deep breath or you can take a break and come back to it later. It can also help you.
When we think of activities that we can do to keep our bodies healthy, one of the first things that comes to mind is physical activity. We all understand and recognize that by being physically active, we can become healthier and improve our muscle strength and endurance. It is less common to think of doing exercises for our brain and cognitive functions. In the same way that we can lift weights to improve our upper body strength, we can perform brain exercises to improve our attention, memory, executive functions, and other cognitive ability. Most cognitive training programs are completed using a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Similar to the importance of performing physical exercises with the right weight and number of repetitions, cognitive training also has to be specific and adaptable to your individual skill level.
So at Energia, we emphasize on providing the right guidance and support, which is extremely tailor-made and customized for your child's overall growth and development.
And in the world of learning, we can think it as a jigsaw puzzle. And each child has different pieces that represents how they are able to learn best. Now, when some pieces are missing, it can create confusion for them. Now, to help the child succeed, it's important for us to personalize their own learning pathways. This means providing right material that strengthens that particular area for them.
Whether his logic and reasoning, be it with the patterns or even problems, is very well developed, or are they able to understand what they are seeing and hearing? Planning, execution, all these skills, be it the child's memory, be it the executive functioning or the creative thinking, each of them plays a role not just in academic area but also in their day-to-day functions. It is extremely essential that we focus on these cognitive skills in a tailor-made personalized approach